Hello friends, you're with a lonesome gamer and I'm playing Machina Arcana. Now, it's a little hard to tell how the situation is. We are at monster level 2, but right at the beginning here. And considering that we've had 5 monster cards in our monster queue just, I don't know, kind of like 1 or 2 turns ago, I think it's looking much better now. We only have 2. This guy basically has no effect. He's on the other tile and he is immobile. So we only have 1 monster here. So it seems like it's looking much better. We also have more or better equipment now. The problem is that this guy here, the flying polyp, he is ethereal, and that means we cannot target this guy. So it's going to be very hard to get rid of him. And we also didn't manage to push on here with the storyline. We're still in the first chapter, and you know, if I would now go here, I could lit this this chapter tile and continue to the next chapter by spending all the essence that I have. I have now 3 essence, so I could do that. But yeah, that would mean that I basically, if I get then attacked, for example, by this guy here, I had to spend life points instead of essence, and that is much harder to get. So therefore, I don't want to do that. I want to accumulate more essence, and when I have 5 or 6 essence, we can do that. And right now I only have 3. So I don't know. Right now it seems like this guy will probably attack me pretty much every turn once. I think I can make sure that he can only attack me once, but I cannot totally avoid his attacks. I think that is pretty safe to say. And therefore I probably will lose 1 essence every turn because of this guy. Now maybe I can gain 2 essence per turn by activating these, by activating spaces and maybe killing other monsters or whatever. But all this is not easy at all. Okay, so basically the plan is to collect more essence by activating these spaces, trying to maybe get some better equipment, and then hopefully at some point activate that that thing here, or maybe sealing a spawn point. That could be also helpful. So because this spawn point also lit that thing, you only have to activate it by using 1 action point then, but then the spawn point is yeah, I mean, it's sealed, and that is clearly helpful here. So let's see, if I move 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces back here. Wait a minute, if I... One, two... Okay, my idea is maybe I can make it here, but if I... So I moved 4 spaces, I have to spend 1 to activate that thing. That's probably not gonna be good enough. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'd be down to 1 then. I could gain another 2, which now I need. Let's see, I was standing here. 1, 2. I could go here. So maybe that's what I want to do. I'm gonna go here and then active. So I move 3 spaces and activate that space here There we go. And let's see what we get. Okay, that's another life point. That is also fantastic. So now we got 2 spaces left to go, and I'm gonna move simply back here, I guess. And this is it. Yeah. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Now this guy moves, and he moves 1, 2, 3, and that's enough to activate this event space. And that gives me 1 essence, because it's an event space. And then I'm gonna draw a card. Let's see what we get. That is a banishing ritual. I must try to follow the instruction on this parchment, left behind by the custodians of the cult. If this text holds true, I should be able to banish the entire horde of abominations and allow tranquility to ascend upon these weary halls. However, the cost of activating the ritual is so alarming and dangerous that I know not what to do. When you seal spawn space, banish monsters level 1, 2, and 3. Okay, I got no clue what that means. Oh, you gotta do it 3 times. Oh, God. So when you... Okay, I see. So that means basically that this card... This symbol here indicates that the card is bound to this guy here. Now, whenever he seals a spawn space, we place a marker here. If he does that 3 times, then we can banish all the monsters of level 1, 2, and 3, which means we can simply take them from the board. They are not killed, we don't get any rewards for that, but they will simply disappear. Yeah, okay, I mean, that is not bad. But honestly, I'm not sure. And that's the thing again, you know, I don't know what that shit actually means. Does it mean you can do this 3 times? When you seal a spawn space, you can banish the monsters, and you can do that 3 times. Or do you have to do this 3 times? You know, it's really... I think you have to do it 3 times. But boy, these symbols, they are very confusing. I gotta check that. Yeah, here it says, counted condition. Each time a condition is triggered, place a count token on the card. If the token is Y, then resolve the effect. Okay, yeah, so we got to do this 3 times. Pretty tough. But we'll see, maybe we can do it. We just have to make sure now that he seals the tokens, because this is specifically a card for him. Okay, and that means we're done. We both have used all our stamina. And now we got to roll for the spawn phase again. Okay, that was good. No new monsters here. Let's see what the other guy rolls. That's a 5. Excellent. Was close, but we're good. No monsters. Now let's roll for the horror phase. Okay, that's a 4. So we have a new horror event, and this also goes up. Pillaging Horde. The monster's rage changed as its focus from their surroundings. We watched in quiet horror as they ripped, shredded, and ravaged everything around them. No doubt, all of us thought the same thing. We might be the next victims of that blind, deathly frenzy. Okay, destroy the action spaces adjacent to the monsters. So that is not the case. There are no action spaces adjacent to monsters, so we're good. Okay, so now the monsters will activate. This guy does nothing. The flying polyp will move. So let's see. He moves. The closest guy is this one. He cannot shoot because these destroyed spaces block line of sight. So he moves down here, one space. Is that the closest way to go? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hard to tell. Well, the thing is, the monster will move in a way that it has less objects or less obstacles within line of sight, whatever that means. Now I think, and I'm not sure about that honestly, I think he will not move this way because that kind of brings this obstacle in line of sight. Right? It's hard to tell. I really don't know. I think it's better for him to move down here. Then he can shoot at me from here. So I guess we're going to do that. 1, 2, and now I'm within range and he has one shot with 3 dice. Oh boy. Okay, that's a 4. That is good enough. So we take a hit, we lose again essence. Okay, and but he can't do anything else. So he moves one more space here, but he can't shoot a second time because he only had a single point of stamina left. Okay, that's it. And now this guy has one more essence. He could try to lit the thing, but I think 1 is not. I want a little more. We'll see. So, okay. Let's see what we can do. I'm pretty sure I want to walk around here and open the chest. I can open the chest and then kind of go this way. This guy will then follow me and he gets another shot. But that's okay. I will get 1 essence from the chest. So I basically stay at this value. And maybe I'm lucky and he doesn't hit me or something. There should be some armor in here. And I can immediately equip that because I'm a crafter. And then I'm in a better shape. And maybe he doesn't hit me. It's not guaranteed. I mean, right now it's pretty much guaranteed that he does. But then I might have better odds. Okay, so I'm going to actually start with him. And so I'm going to spend 3 points. 1, 2, 3. Search the chest. That gives me an additional essence. And I'm going to draw this. And I'm not sure. Thinking about drawing this, and then, yeah, maybe, I don't know, or another apparel. You know, I think I'm going to go actually with this and an artifact. So let's see what we get. Now this is not a big surprise. This is a trench coat. Okay. So it says when one hand is unequipped, increase your attack rolls by 1. Well, sadly that is not the case. Yeah, no. So, but anyway, this is the Apsu Channeler. If adjacent to a spawn space, teleport to any spawn space. On a new chapter, restore 1 health to any explorer. That's not bad at all. That is kind of cute. Hard to tell. So honestly, I really don't know. I mean, this thing, the problem is I don't know these artifacts. I have no clue if this is a good one or not. I'm considering, I'm not sure if I want to destroy that or if I want to place it on top and then give it to him. Right? So, you know, I think this is not bad. I'm going to place it on top. And I'm going to give the trench coat to him. And he can immediately wear it because, yeah, he's a crafter that allows him to immediately equip that. So now he has, you can see that down here, that gives him 2 additional armor. Now he has an armor of 4. And that's not so bad. I mean, he might be able to maybe kind of take an attack from the flying polyp now without taking damage. Obviously, that would be great. So let's see. That chest is now destroyed. So what are we going to do now? I guess we're also... Do I want to take this direction? Do I want to go this way? Hard to tell. I think I prefer to go this way because we're probably going to see a monster spawn here, and then I might have the time to react. Gotta equip this shit. But that costs me 3 points. That's so extremely expensive. But still. So we're going to move 1, 2. Yeah, I'm going to move 1, 2, 3 spaces. And then I'm done. Okay. So let's see. Now it's Artemis the clan. And yeah, I think I want to open that chest here. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. So let's do that. That costs me 3 points. And I can draw a card, and I think this time I draw 2 artifact cards, and we see if the top one was a good one or not. Now the cool thing about the artifact cards is I can equip them without a special action because I'm a mystic. So let's see. Oh. Nah, the Phrenetic Drip. Increase attack rolls by 2. You know, again, I mean, I assume that only applies to me. Okay, I think that's not that great. I mean, on the other hand, you know, you can also spend essence. Interesting. Instead of blood, I could spend essence. And then I would have a really strong weapon. So is that better than this one? Wow, that's hard to tell. This one also gives me one protection against will. I think I'm gonna go with this one here, with this Phrenetic Drip. That is really pretty good. And yeah, I have then some useful weapon. So we're gonna place that also here. That is not bad, I think. It's hard to tell, but I think it's okay. That's, yeah. And then we can discard this one. And actually, I think I want to destroy this now. I thought every explorer could heal on a new chapter, but it says only to any explorer, and I think that only means 1, right? I always have a problem but I think it means one explorer. Okay, so then I want to try to activate this thing here. I still have 3 points, so I'm going to spend 2, and I'm going to try to activate, or I will activate this recharge station here, because either I get some another life point, or I'll be able to do the event space back there. Okay, that's okay too. So I get 2 additional stamina, which brings me to 4. And that allows me exactly to move 1 space back here and spend the last 3 then to trigger the event. And that gives me another essence. Very good. So I feel now a little more confident. But I'm afraid we see a ton of terrible monsters pretty soon. Heart to heart. The cult has powerful weapons and equipment, but we are lucky to be able to use some of them to our own advantage. I had stumbled on this flask a while back. It contains a small portion of blood and a strange message carved into the murky glass. Think of me, heal me. I grasp the vial tightly to my chest and think intently of the person that is the most in need of my assistance right now. Restore 2 health to any explorer on any map tile. Okay, that is great. And I'm going to give that to him, obviously, because this guy only has a maximum health of 4, so I would basically lose 1. So yeah, I mean, that is pretty awesome. It seems we are not in the worst shape. I have a feeling after a really bad start, we recovered now a little bit. This action here with this exploding monster that also did a lot of damage to the others, that was really pretty awesome. And now, you know, if I can equip this stuff to him, and maybe I got a chance. Let's do a spawn roll. Okay. That is a 6. Yeah, of course, that will spawn an additional monster. And that is the Orhak. Okay. So that is a weird guy. Let's see what it says. Why don't we just sit here for a little while? See what happens. Okay. Yeah. So it attacks. No, wait a minute. When it activates, you roll a die. And on a 6+, it will attack the explorers with 2 dice. The explorers on that tile. Otherwise, the explorers move up to 3 spaces toward their nearest spawn space. This thing is immobile. Okay, I mean, that doesn't seem too terrible to me. So let's see. And he's easy to kill. I think that is okay. So this guy shows up here. Okay, we'll see. And then we gotta roll again. And that is a 5, so we don't get a second monster. So it seems really that we have a little bit of peace here. Then we gotta check for the horror check. And that is only a 2. Very good. Okay. So let's see now. Again, the monsters activate and we start with a flying polyp. So he moves now 2 spaces again. And then he will attack with 3 dice. And now we have an armor of 4. So that's what he needs. And he doesn't have that. Very cool. So no effect here. And then he's going to move one more space toward us. And then it's this Urhak. And let's see. He's going to roll a die. He only has a single stamina, so he's going to do exactly that. He's going to roll a die, and that is an 8. No, that's a 6. So what he does is he attacks the explorers. That's not good. I was hoping he would pull us toward the space, and then we could have sealed that space. Now I think this is not going to work out. But we'll see. Maybe we can still do it somehow. So we start with him. I mean, it's only 2 white dice. That isn't so terribly bad. Okay, he's okay. With his 4 armor, he's okay. For him, it's going to be much harder. Okay, that is 1. So now he's still okay, but okay. So he takes a damage. And I think I'm going to take, again, 1 essence. Okay, so let's see what we can do here. 1, 2, 3. It's interesting. Okay, so here's the thing. We have 4 essence. Both of us together. I think I want to seal this spawn point, because that will lit this thing. I'm still gonna have to activate it for 1 stamina, I think, which is not bad. But yeah, it is lit. That's a good thing. The spawn point is closed. And the monster sitting on the spawn point will be destroyed. And of course nobody can spawn there, so the monsters can only spawn here. And that might be okay. So we'll see. Yeah, let's try that. So I want him to be the one who actually seals the thing, because he has that special card. So what does that mean? Well, it means that I might lose some action points with him. Not necessarily, though. I can use my inventory. Yeah, that's what I want to do. I'm going to use my inventory for 3 points, and I'm going to equip the ritual cloak. Okay, that's a good thing. Now I have a will of 6. That's really a lot. And I got 3 more points left, so I'm going to move 1, 2, 3 spaces right there. Cool. And then, actually I gotta do that, yeah. And now I'm gonna move with him 1, 2, 3 spaces. Okay. And then we gotta spend 3 stamina and 4 essence. Seal spawn space, 3 stamina, 4 essence. So we're gonna spend our essence, both of us. And I said that was something I wanted to avoid, but except from this guy, there is no other monster on the board right now. And there's gonna still be some essence available in this area. So, maybe it's okay. And it's a good timing. This guy is sitting here. We saved some action points by simply destroying him. So, killing two birds with one stone, basically. Okay, so this guy goes away. Does that give me essence? I think it does. I'm pretty sure it does. So I'm going to give me one essence. And then I'm going to place a count marker here. Now I'm not sure what these markers are. Are we talking about these things? Maybe. But I think I'm going to take one of these here. Place one of these here. And then we can place two destroyed markers here. I'm not quite sure why we need two, but the rules say you're supposed to place two there. Maybe so that you can remember that there's a spawn space or something. And we can reduce the monster threat by 1. That's also pretty good. And I think that's it. And of course now we can place this beautiful bright marker here, and now that chapter token is lit. So for the first time in the game I can see some progress through the story. But of course we're still not done, right? I mean, we have to activate that thing, and we did quite some investment now. We spent 4 essence. That's a lot. So we got to recover from that a little bit. But we'll see. So we go again to the spawn phase. And yeah, I'm afraid we have here a new monster coming up. That is again this stupid Eudithian. He was already in the game earlier on. So he shows now up here. When this monster is destroyed, attacker gains an item. I wonder if we did that last time. We might have not done that, but okay, who cares? Yeah, I think I didn't do that. Then, let's see. Yeah, we got to do the second roll. Okay, very good. No additional monster. Now we got to roll for the horror event. And that is a 0, which in our case is an horror event. In the easy mode it wouldn't be. So this goes up again. Draw a card. And that is not a card that applies here. Okay, ceiling collapses. The very complex seemed to turn against us. As we explored with no untoward action on our part, a chill wind blew through both the room and my soul. A rumble and screech like a demon's cry followed, and debris of corrupted stone and poisoned dirt rained from above, crushing anything beneath it. Destroy action spaces adjacent to explorers. Again, nothing happens. We are, at the moment, really lucky. I think we are very lucky at the moment. It's looking much better. We had such a rough start, but now things are looking much, much better. So again, we got to activate the guys. We start with the flying polyp. Now he's got a range of 2. So let's see. He moves, I guess, that's the big question, in which direction? I don't know, you know, I find that very confusing. The thing which, does he move that way? I would move that way. I think it makes more sense. Although I find that rule pretty confusing that says that it moves into the direction where it has less obstacles in line of sight. I mean, what does that mean? You know, are we talking about these things and all that? It's getting more and more confusing only. And then he moves here Now he moves here, of course. So you had to move 2 spaces, and now he can attack here. Again, he's going to roll 3 dice. And this time it's a hit, sadly. Yeah. Yeah, so we're going to lose 1 essence, I'm afraid. Not so great, but okay. Okay, and now it's this Yadithian. Now he does an arcane attack. He's got a range of 3. Okay, so he has also 5 points. Now that's the big question. Which is the fastest way toward us? So you can move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spaces. The other option would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, that is pretty much the same. So yeah, okay, shit. Now we gotta check these stupid rules. Now here, I think actually he will move to what he moves to the guy who has less life points. This is Artemis. So I think he's gonna move that way and not this way, because then this guy would be the closest. So he's gonna move 1, 2, 3, 4. Holy crap, this guy's fast, man. 5. You know, it looked so far, but because of these diagonals, it's crazy. I mean, he's already there pretty much. But at least he couldn't shoot, I guess. No, when he was here, he had line of sight, but he didn't have enough points left. Okay, so I think that's okay. That's no big issue here. Fine. So what's the plan now? Okay, so here's what I want to do. I want to move with Artemis. I'm going to make this attack here. Yeah, I think that's okay. 1, 2, 3 spaces. And then I'm going to activate the event. That gives me another essence. I'm out of points, and we draw the next event. Now is that just a single card? These cards are really thick. Yeah, but the event doesn't apply anyway. But that one does. A glimpse from the past. Suddenly, with the force of a boulder, it was as if my mind recognized I'd been here before. Visions of those gloomy corridors and dark corners began to form in my brain, and I glided through the spaces easily, as if guided by an invisible map. The memory was so vivid, my thoughts touched history like the fingertips of an ethereal hand. Refresh any map space. Oh, that's interesting. That is interesting. What was that? Is it a chest? You know, actually, I think I want to refresh this one. That's pretty cool. I'm going to do that. Absolutely. Oops. Yeah, no, I simply remove that. I think I want to do that because then I can immediately, in this turn, I can draw another item. And, but do I need another? Well, maybe yes. Hard to tell. Yeah, but I think it might be helpful. So yeah, I think I want to do that. I'm going to refresh this one, I think. The problem is that then this guy could attack twice. That ain't great. But still, I think I want another chest. These chests are really good. Yeah. I think it's worth it. I'm going to get an essence anyway, so I'm okay here. Okay. And now it's this guy, and he's going to attack the Yadithian. So he's going to spend 3 for the attack, and he still has this pneumatic hammer. But, you know, the guy is really not that great. So let's do that. Oh boy, that was a very good hit. So he was killed. And he is actually now removed from the game because it was a level 1 monster. And this time I'm not going to forget to grab an item. And if you gain an item, you can choose 2 from 2 spaces basically. So let's see what we want. Interesting choice here. I think I'm going to go with one of these and one of these. And then if both are great, I can activate this here and grab the other one. So that's, I think, a good idea. Let's see what we get. Okay, that is a checkerboard cravat. I could combine that with my trench coat. Restore 1 health. Oh, that's a one-time thing. But when you gain an apparel, restore 1 stamina. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, restoring health isn't bad. Let's see what the other one does. Or corporeal veneer. You can gain item instead of invoking explorer event. Ooh. You can restore health instead. Wow, that's a good one. That is pretty awesome, I think. Yeah, I definitely want that. That is very strong in my opinion. So we can take that. And I think I want to destroy that. I don't really need that right now. Okay, cool. And I should have gained 1 essence for killing the monster. Now I can activate the chest. I will do that. That gives me another essence. And now let's see. Interesting. I really don't know. I think I want one of these. I think that's for sure. I want to try a consumable. Maybe, why not? Let's check it out. So what is that? Analeptic kit. Oh, restore 3 health, restore 6 stamina, restore 2 essence. Oh, that thing is great. No doubt, that is a good one. And what about this? The Caligamuris. Move through up to 4 passable or pit spaces that are adjacent to a wall. And I only have to spend 3 essence, 3 stamina. Interesting. In addition, it gives me 1 more of those. Damn, they're both really good. They're really good. Maybe I actually prefer this. I mean, it's not that good, but the thing with this is I have 1 more armor, which might protect me against the flying polyp. And this is something I need right now. This thing I can still grab later when it's necessary. So I'm going to go with that. I'm going to take this thing And I might also use it, for example, to move here maybe and then activate this thing. That could be a neat idea. Yeah, and I'm gonna place this on top here. So I might be able to grab this later. That looks really cool. Okay. And at some point I have to equip this stuff, but I think when you get something from a trade, even if you are a crafter, you cannot immediately equip it. And therefore it's still unequipped. I mean, this weapon would be much better than this pneumatic hammer, but it's still good enough for most of the enemies right now. Okay, so again, let's go into the spawn phase. That is a 1, so no additional monster. And the other guy rolls. And that's a 2. Holy crap, we're doing really good now. Let's hope for a solid horror event. Let's see what we get. That is also a 2. Wow, I mean, this is just really fantastic right now. Okay, so great. We just have to activate these guys. The flying polyp. Now that's the problem. The flying polyp now has 2 attacks, which kind of sucks. But now I have an armor of 5. And you know, I'm kind of optimistic that I might at least not be hit by one of them. Let's see. Okay, that's the first one. No problems here. And now comes the second attack. Sadly this time I take some damage. But he was lucky there. He really was. So now this guy is not that dangerous anymore. I mean, it's still not great, but you know, if I can keep him away from this guy, kind of lure him toward me, it shouldn't be such a big threat anymore. And he moves 1 more space toward me. Okay. Yeah. Let's do 1 more turn before I load this up. So my plan is to move with him 1, 2, 3 spaces right there. That gives me access to all 3 spaces now. So which one do I want to use first? I think I'm going to go for the chest again. What do I need? You know, maybe, yeah, it's hard to tell. I might consider an apparel and a weapon. Let's see what we find. So let's draw one of these. A leather holster. Equip any ranged main weapon for a single action. Upgrade or augment any equipped ranged weapon for a single action. When you gain a weapon, restore 1 stamina. That's not bad. What is that? A glimpse catcher. Attack 2 dice. When you hit... Oh. Explorers can target ethereal units. Oh, look at that. I mean, the thing is, this is not exactly a great weapon. But, you know, getting the option to target an ethereal unit is pretty awesome. So, actually I think, I don't know if we can, no. Can we, that's weird. Can we use this? Can we do it like this? We might be able to combine that stuff, but I don't think so. Or can we? I don't know. I think it should be possible. Or is that a main weapon? I got no idea. I think it should be possible to combine that. There is a slot here. But then this, that's odd. That's interesting. I cannot use this thing right away. So, because I have to spend an action to take it. But I think I want that thing, and gonna place it like this, and I think I want to destroy that. Okay, there we go. So let's see, and we're done with him, and now we're gonna move him. And actually, I think I want to try to activate that thing. Yeah, I think I want to do that. So if I move 1, 2, 3 spaces, problem is, if someone comes out here, I might be cornered, but I think it's going to be okay. So 1, 2, 3 spaces, and then I have to spend 1 to to activate that thing, and that actually now destroys it. Okay, so we got 2 actions left. And now we have the option to finally go to the next chapter. So there you can see that. And let's read the text. It says Trail of Blood. And yeah, I mean, you can see that trail of blood here. Although the curious ornamentation on the pillars attested to the great mastery of their creator, should you focus on their fluid curves at length, their sinister and alien contours would force themselves to repeat endlessly in your mind. Tearing my eyes from the sight, I noticed various trinkets scattered on the floor that resembled standard exploration equipment. Is it possible that we are not the first from our era to set foot here? My suspicions grew stronger as our advance revealed yet further signs of cult involvement. Suddenly, I lost my balance and had to brace myself against the wall for support. Ignoring the cold, organic feel of the stone, I gazed at my feet. My heart skipped a beat when I realized I stood in a thick puddle of blood. There was no body or signs of struggle, just this dark, congealing ooze trailing forward out of sight. We dared not look at each other, lest we see the fear on our companions' faces as we followed the trail into the darkness. Okay. So, when this thing enters, explorers may move up to 2 spaces. Is that something I want to do? Maybe. You know, why not? I think with him, I'm going to move basically here. So 1, 2 spaces, and he's going to be able to attack me twice, but I don't think that is super dangerous. I hope at least that I'm a little more lucky this time. I got 2 movement points left. Look at that. This is interesting. I could try to reveal the next tile. Now the thing is, I'm still not sure if I'm allowed to do it or not. Apart from that, let's see first what this gives us here. Well, we can move up to 3 spaces for spending 1 blood or 1 essence. If we spend overall 4 blood or essence, we can go to the next chapter. Okay, so we don't have to lit any chapter space this time. Okay, great. This goes back to 4, and this now goes to 6. It's a new chapter, so these suckers are also reset. So here's the thing. I think it is not possible to place another map tile here. I think I have to place the 4 map tiles in a square, and then I can do the scrolling. Then I can basically explore a 5th map tile and get rid of some of the others. It always talks about plural here. The playing area 2 by 2 can be scrolled. It doesn't say a tile can be scrolled. It says the whole playing area. Yeah, and it also gives you this example here. Yeah, so I think we cannot simply go up there. So therefore I might not want to go 2 spaces in this direction. You know, the problem is if I move here, I'm going to have to face probably a monster there. I don't like that, obviously. So, what is my goal? Where do I want to go? So I want to go here, fight the monster with a hammer. I don't know. You know, actually, I think I know what I want to do. I'm going to go 1, 2 spaces. And I think I also want to go with him. 2 more spaces. I'm going to go here. And that, maybe I can somehow work with him together. I think I actually destroyed this chest up here. I think there should be a marker here. Yeah, that's where I got this glimpse catcher from. And then if we are together here, maybe we can use the workbench. There's also a way to work together there. And we'll see. I'm much more optimistic now. I think it looks clearly better than it did at the start when we were in this really bad position over there. The monsters seem pretty much under control right now. We managed finally to go into the next chapter, and we also have items that seem a little better. I mean, they're not great, but yeah, I mean, we are definitely in a better shape now than we were a couple of turns ago. Much, much better. Okay, so I'm gonna load this up. Hope to see you. No, I'm not gonna load this up. First, I'm gonna check out if we have to spawn. I'm gonna finish the turn. So let's roll for the spawns. Okay, yeah, we're gonna draw a monster here. And that is again a Saral. Okay, we already know this guy. That was the one that exploded and actually helped us quite a bit. So he shows up here, and then we got to spawn again. And this time it's not a second monster. Very good. So this goes down. Now we got to check for horror. And a 1. Look at that. Wow. Very, very good. Okay, so still, it looks pretty good. The Sorrel is definitely not too dangerous. And there might be even a chance that we can use his explosive options to kill the flying polyp combined with a trap or something. But this is, you know, that is probably just a dream. So, gosh, we gotta activate these guys, of course, damn it. So let's start with him. He goes 1, 2, 3 spaces and attacks. So we got again 3 white dice. Shit, I'm not really lucky here. I take another damage. I got 2. Yeah, I got 5 and he rolled exactly 5. Shit. And now the Sorrel will activate. So he has 4 action points. So he basically simply will move toward him. 1, 2, 3, 4, and he's got a close combat, a melee attack, so he can't do anything anymore. But it kind of sucks, you know. We don't want him to explode here. I mean, gotta be a little careful here what we do. I don't want to take a hit either. So we gotta find a clever way to deal with him somehow. Okay. Okay, fine. So, yeah, hope to see you on the next video or on lonesomegamer.com. Bye.